Hey YouTube, it's Magician34, and I'm here to talk to you about competitive Pokemon battling today. More specifically, I want to feature Donphan. I've got an unusual build for Donphan that I've been using with surprisingly great success. Donphan is conventionally a rapid spin user, and that's how I intend to use this Donphan. It's just a little bit, it's built a little bit unusually. I'm going with a more aggressive build, so I'm putting 252 EVs into his attack, and I'm going to go ahead and giving him an Adamant nature. And I'm also dropping, you can either, I've done it both ways to varying degrees of success. You can either drop 252 in defense and then 4 in HP, or sometimes I like a spread where you go 156 in defense and 100 in HP, which gives you a little bit more flexibility in case you take something special or whatnot. You might be able to weather it just a little bit better. I'm using a sturdy ability, and the moveset really plays to Donphan's advantages. First off, of course, you have Rapid Spin because it's easy to switch Donphan in and then get the Rapid Spin on the switch. I'm also using his two offensive moves are going to be Earthquake and Stone Edge. I like Stone Edge over Head Smash because we're really going to focus on the durability of Donphan because the item we're going to give him is Leftovers. Leftovers is really amazing on this particular Donphan build because he switches in and then he gets to heal. But his fourth move is what makes Leftovers really useful, is because the fourth move is Protect. None of his conventional sets really run Protect, which is what makes this Donphan so good. Because most of the damage he takes is from physical moves he switched in on and whatnot. So he takes relatively minimal damage, or he might be taking Stealth Rock damage, obviously, because you want to switch him in as your Rapid Spinner. And if you switch him in on the rocks, in 2 turns, he can Leftovers heal everything off. So that's the turn you switch him in, heal a little bit, and then Protect when they try to hit him. And that's 2 turns worth of healing, which can put him back to 100%, which means his Sturdy is reactivated. But a lot of times when you switch him in, especially as a Revenge Killer, you're going to get that free turn of healing while they're switching or whatever. The thing that most people expect is for him to try to set up rocks, especially early games. So you switch him in and they may switch in to, say, Espeon or something. So because this is such an aggressive Donphan, what we do instead is you either Earthquake or Stone Edge, depending on what you expect the switch to be. And instead of getting your rocks bounced at you or them switching into a check, you instead hammer their check with a really powerful attack because he's got base 120 attack. And even something like Jellicent, which is one of the most conventional counters to Donphan, really does not like taking either the Earthquake or the Stone Edge. It's really damaging, and especially if Donphan's still at 100, which he often is, then they have to ask themselves, do they want to stay in and risk the KO, or do they go ahead and switch out? They can try to scald you for the burn, which, I mean, they could very easily get the burn, but the problem then is, of course, that they're still going to be sacrificing their check to Donphan just to do that. And I really like to partner this guy with Blissey. Number one, because Blissey can take care of problems like that over the long haul with either aromatherapy, or of course now she's got Heal Bell as well, and Heal Bell is great because people do like to try to burn Donphan or inflict various other status to him, and that just goes away. But Blissey's especially well teamed with Donphan because Blissey invites those heavy physical attacks, which you can just switch right into Donphan to wall, and then do Donphan tricks, and also heal Donphan with leftovers while they're being forced to switch. They just pair so beautifully together. Plus, Blissey can wall lots of things that are otherwise bad for Donphan. So they're just a brilliant match made in heaven. There are other aspects to potentially building around Donphan, but I'll get to that for another day. So anyway, that is a Donphan. Like I say, I've had a lot of success with it, especially because it can potentially kill its own checks. Um, so anyway, until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more cool gaming content.